Mark and Miho, Jack, Deb, Myra and Howard, we are so honored to honor all of you and to offer our blessings of gratitude and kavod. Each blessing I want to offer draws on a few words of Torah that are being rendered in Hebrew calligraphy as our gift to each of you, done by Lizzie Sivitz, a member of the extended Hebrew College community, whose artwork, I believe, you can see displayed on the screen before you somewhere. There it is, yeah. So one at a time. Mark, you first walked through the doors of Hebrew College at age 12, well below the minimum required age of 15, because of your mother's fierce devotion and determination and the promise of an ice cream sundae. But it is your own devotion and determination that has brought you back through those doors in countless leadership roles, both formal and informal, over many decades. When I became president, you were one of the first people to offer your guidance and support. And Miho, you were right there with him, welcoming me warmly into your home, offering your own wisdom and friendship with humility, humor, insight, and grace. It is so fitting that your generous leadership gift to our campaign will be reflected in a gracious atrium that welcomes people into the Hebrew College building on our new shared campus and invites them to enter the doors of Jewish learning at any age and any stage of life. Mark, you were first taught this passage from Pirkei Avot by your beloved teacher at Hebrew College, Rabbi Weider. Im ein ani li mili, וכשאני לעצמי מה אני, ואם לא עכשיו, אימתי. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? May you both continue to be galvanized by these words and guided by their urgent and enduring wisdom. Jack, you've been a dedicated leader on our board of trustees for a lot of years. Over the last few alone, you have played a vital role in the sale of our current campus and in the creation of our new one. And you've been an invaluable and trusted advisor and confidant to me and to Andy. Basically, this is your portfolio. Wherever and whenever things get really complicated, we count on you to be a wise and steady hand, to get to the heart of things, to handle complex tasks with both efficiency and tremendous care. You say few words, but you listen with exquisite intelligence and sensitivity. And when you speak, everyone listens carefully. Beneath it all is your huge heart and your love of Jewish learning. You're not overly sentimental, in my experience, but in a quiet moment, if one is lucky, as I have been, one can find you with a look of absolute delight on your face, perusing old prayer books in the Hebrew College library, or with tears in your eyes at the end of davening in our Beit Midrash. In Psalm 85, we read, Chesed ve'emet nifgashu, tzedek ve'shalom nashaku. Kindness and truth have met. Righteousness and peace have kissed. May you continue to show us all what it looks like when deep integrity and deep kindness walk hand in hand. Deb, you embody the three verbs, values in action, that are our theme tonight and have been our theme all year: remember, renew, reimagine. You honor the memory of past generations, including your own mother, who graduated from Hebrew College in the 1930s. And you understand intuitively that creativity is at the heart of our individual and collective capacity for renewal. As an artist, you expand our understanding of Torah through stunning visual midrash. As a curator and chair of our arts initiative, you take as much, if not more, joy in sharing the work of others as you do in sharing your own. As a lover of Torah, you are an insatiable lifelong learner. I can't keep track of the number of courses you're taking at any given time, but I've had the privilege of teaching one of them, one of the study groups you've gathered, the amazing Torah Babes, for almost a decade now. It's a profound blessing in my own life. And finally, you have your eyes on the future, always. Dedicating a classroom on the new campus that will carry your family's name forward, and reimagining a planned giving program to help build our endowment, passing on the living and the life-giving legacy that was passed on to you. Eitz chaim hi lamachazikim ba. She is a tree of life to those who hold her fast. May you always be renewed through your devotion to Torah, and may Torah be renewed through you, linking you to generations past and yet to be. Myra and Howard. At our graduation ceremony this Sunday, Rabbi Tamar Elad Applebaum spoke to us from Jerusalem about the word Breshit, in the beginning, and how it contains the word bor, meaning a pit. Sometimes to create, to begin again, she said, you need to be honest about the fact that you're in a pit. Only then can you start to build ladders of light to find your way out. Myra, when I started in this role, you were generously honest with me about the fact that we were in a pit. It's a good thing when your treasurer is constitutionally incapable of sugarcoating things. This is a good thing. Knowing we were facing the challenge of finding a new home, you invited me to meet with Howard. Howard enthusiastically affirmed that we were indeed in a pit. But here's the thing. You let me know I was in a pit, but then you let me know that I wasn't there alone. Howard, once you see a problem clearly, especially a real estate problem, especially a Jewish real estate problem, you have a very strong urge to be part of the solution. You didn't just build the ladder of light, you became the ladder of light. You stepped up to chair our real estate committee, and you were all in. For your leadership, your partnership, your mentorship, I am forever grateful. You brought with you, as we've heard, an extraordinary team of professionals who we also want to recognize tonight, and I would ask if you're willing to please stand as I mention your name. Pam Goodman, unsurpassed in her knowledge, unrelenting in her realism, unstinting in her generosity. Thank you, Pam. Paul Boutin, as you heard on law, endlessly patient, even-keeled, solution-oriented, So smart through all this stuff I couldn't even begin to fathom. Thank you. Isabel Acuna, from Waypoint, our project manager, unfailingly disciplined, direct, and always kind. None of us wanted to show up for a meeting without having done our homework for Isabel. And Karen Dubrovsky from... And Karen Dubrovsky from PCA, our talented, visionary architect who has a very strong subspecialty in pastoral care. Our deepest gratitude to all of you. Myra and Howard, thank you so much for your vision and your immense generosity in all its forms, including the creation of a new Center for the Performing Arts on our shared campus. In Masechet Tamid, we're taught, Ezehu Chacham. It's a different Ezehu Chacham. Ezehu Chacham, who is wise, Haro'eh et hanolad, the one who sees what is being born. The nolad is a newborn child, and it's also the sliver of moon in the sky at the beginning of a new month. May you continue to see new possibilities in our hands and on the horizon, and may you help all of us see them and bring them to life. And now I'd like to ask, just for a minute, all of our honorees to come up on the bima, if you're willing. Don't go anywhere. I just want to say these final words. In every wilderness, on every journey, there are those who step forward with nidivut lev, with abundant generosity of heart, to create sacred community, to build something beautiful together, to build ladders out of pits. And on behalf of the entire Hebrew College community, I want to thank you all for your abundant gifts. It is a privilege and a deep joy to be on this journey with you. Mazal tov.